What's up, my wellness queens? I hope you guys are good. I am on one of my morning walks. It depends. Like some days I feel like a run, some days I feel like a walk. I just honor what my body's asking for that time. I don't stick to one specific plan. But I'm just thinking. I had a thought, and I'm like, if you're somebody who's been wanting to change your life, you're tired of your current reality, you've tried various things, you thought maybe going to the gym and being fit was going to finally make you feel enough, finally make you feel like, okay, life's worth living. Or if you're someone who you've probably, you've changed your relationships, you've moved cities, you've done it all, you've done it all, you've done everything they say you need to do to change your life, and you just still don't feel like you're making a difference. You don't feel like you don't feel like it's ever gonna be, you don't feel like you're ever gonna reach your summit. You don't ever feel like it's finally gonna make sense. It's finally gonna feel like, okay, right, this is what the feeling I've been trying to get to every single time. Like everything you try, it just feels like it's not getting you to the place that you are trying to get to. So I personally am somebody who has gone through that. I worked a job that I hated for almost 8 years. And I knew from the day I got into the offices that this was not the right place for me. But you know how it is, we're fresh out of university. And the goal is, to be independent, to have an income, to change your life around, and I don't know, the money was good. I built a pretty comfortable lifestyle, had friends, but it wasn't exactly what I envisioned for myself. I wanted more out of life. I wanted a lot more out of life. I wanted to live a meaningful life. I wanted to give real value, to really help people. I feel like at a job, it's more that the byproduct is helping people. I mean, at my job, I was doing transport planning. So down the line, you are sort of helping people, but it doesn't feel like I'm doing it at a personal level. It feels like I'm doing it to get money, right? But not so much to actually bring real impact and real change in people's lives. That's how I felt. And I always knew that I wanted to really impact other people's lives. I've had a pretty rough start multiple times, and somehow I've always survived and gotten better. And I imagined I would help someone else, another girl who's been through what I've been through, who comes from a very broken family, and doesn't really have parents, had to see life themselves, had to figure everything out themselves, literally everything. I've had to figure a lot of things on my own. Thank God to having friends, because they then became my family. I pretty much feel like the streets raised me. I always say that the streets raised me. My friends were my anchors and my support system for a very long time. So when I got the job, I was gonna finally feel like, okay, I'm independent. Life is finally in my hands. I have control of how my life pans out. But it was just not the right job for me. It was not the right place. The environment, how people thought in the environment, how the systems worked, the bureaucracy, it was the politics. It's all the things that just are not for me. I'm a Cancer. I believe in astrology. I'm a Cancer, and I am very sensitive and very intuitive, and I can't betray my intuition. The longer I betray my intuition, the more it translates into depression, depressive states, anxiety, and all these not so fun experiences. And so eventually one day I decided I was going to take the leap and I was going to leave. Like, this wasn't it. Like, sure, I was getting paid, but I'm just sort of just waiting to die, just like waiting for retirement at this point. Maybe only then, when I just don't have to be in this environment and I just get money, then I'll be fine. But it was not enough. And I did try various things. I mean, at heart, I'm a musician. If you want to check out my YouTube channel where I have my music, I'll leave a link in my bio. But I tried music. Not that I tried music, I do music. It is part of, it just allows me an outlet in this stressful world. It allows me to feed my soul. But I thought, like, when I was at my job, my previous job, I started wanting my music to be my income. And that just made it not so fun for me. So I ended up stopping, But fortunately, I fell in love with yoga, and that allowed me to get centered, to get aligned, to get back into my body, to live for something bigger than just my own self. And that was pretty transformative. That was really great. Except in the beginning, it was pretty hard to figure out, how do I make money from this thing, and how do I make money consistently? And the thing is, like, it seems impossible because the people around you generally, if you know yoga teachers or therapists, or they usually aren't making enough. It's usually great as a side hustle, not as a full-time gig. But at that point, I was like, I love doing this. I'd always said I was going to do it when I retire, but I was like, I love this and I want to do it, and I want to do it full time. But I wanted to figure out, like, how do I do it so it sustains me? But then on that road, I ended up finding myself like setting up, learning how to set up, like how to actually sell online, how to get clients, how to create content that actually stops people and get them invested in you and your offers. And I found that that became okay, that I was able to solve X in that situation. I was able to solve like that problem. And I was like, okay, you know what? I know a lot of wellness entrepreneurs who aren't tech savvy, who aren't up to speed with technology, and are struggling financially. Like, most don't make it past 15,000 rands a month with just wellness, a wellness business. So it's really not for them, it's not a really good job, And so when they hear that you actually can make six figures, I mean, you can in a month of getting the right strategy, start getting $1,000 from just your wellness business without all that hustling and trading your time for money, because that's super tiring. I mean, can you imagine how many yoga classes you'd have to do just to make 18,000 in just a week? Can you imagine how many yoga classes? I mean, typically a class is like 60 minutes, others are like 90 minutes. So I mean, geez, you're trying to kill yourself at that point. And so that's why I started Wellness Digitized. It was initially because I myself had wondered, was it possible to have a gift and want to give impact, but also want to expand my impact? And one of the ways you expand your impact is actually getting paid for your gift. And so that's why I have Wellness Digitized. That's why I'm sorry, my lips are, I have lip gloss on, and after a run or a walk, I tend to have like this white line. I call it an equator. Anyway, that's besides the point. That has nothing to do with anything I'm talking about here. But I just wanted this video to just tell you that it actually is possible. You just need to learn the systems. Honestly, a lot of people don't have what they want, not because it's not available to them, only because of ignorance. And in this day and age where AI is just in the forefront of everything, you kind of have no excuse for ignorance to be a reason why you cannot get ahead. And there's people like me, there's Wellness Digitized, that's there for you as support, as the growth partner to your wellness business, because it's not just a possibility, people are actually doing it. And I want to show you how easy it is once you tighten up your strategy, once you brand yourself correctly, once you go all in, basically, like, you can tell when a business is a side hustle or when a business is a full-time passion and career. You can really tell. And so one of the first things we work on is positioning you as a trusted authority in your field. Why must people trust you and your offerings? So that is why I created Wellness Digitized. I'm sorry, this video is a bit all over the place, but I think with all my other videos, like on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, they are it's short form videos, so you really have to capture people in the first 3 seconds, or else you lose them and then they don't watch. But I feel that with YouTube and it being longer, I get to just share exactly what I'm thinking in totality and not censor some things or try and make it punchier. Just give you my raw thoughts, because ultimately it's like, I just want you to be in my drafts. This is like a draft, I don't know if I'm going to end up posting this, but I'm going to do a lot more videos explaining why I decided to start this, why I'm so passionate about it, and the people that I've helped. I want to show you some of my case studies and the transformations we've built. Crazy, sick, and amazing things. So if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, I urge you to, or you don't have to, just I hope it changes your mind about what you think is possible, what is or what isn't possible for you. And I want you to know that, in the AI age, dude, sky's the limit. As long as you believe, and as long as you're willing to get out of your own way and stop doing things how you've been doing them because it hasn't been working. So subscribe. I'm going to be posting videos every week, and then I have shorts, so be on the lookout for those. I have an ebook, How to Launch Your Wellness Business Today. Very extensive. I list my digital tool stacks as well, where you get certain tools to set up. It's just incredible. It's exhaustive. And also, if you want to do one-on-one coaching with me, hit me. I will link the link below of my coaching programs and the different tiers. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Let me know, what wellness business are you in? What has been your greatest challenge? Why aren't you where you wish to be? I know a lot of people, it's client acquisition. Sure. So if it's that, drop your problem, question, and I'll answer you. Until next time, cheers.